Hey guys, it's Coach Hud. Um, this video is going to be for our upcoming cycle. This is going to be our last major cycle of the year. I'm going to go over a little bit about the movements and what's going on. So we just came out of a hypertrophy cycle where we're working on trying to build a little more muscle. And we did some testing this past week. Some people hit some PRs, and that's amazing. Congratulations to everybody who got a new PR in either their back squat, deadlift, clean and jerk, snatch, press, bench press. Great work, guys. You may have also seen some of us either stayed about the same of our PR level, previous PR level, or we're a little underneath, and that's totally expected because we were working on high reps in our sets, and so we hadn't been practicing the singles very much, and we hadn't been building up to those heavy numbers before. So it was good to go ahead and test though. We could see where we were at and use that to judge how we're going to move into this last cycle. So in this last cycle, we're going to again focus on our strength. So we're going to make the most out of that muscle gain. We will still be building some muscle as we go through this cycle, but it's really about getting stronger with the current muscle we have. It will be a 12-week cycle. That's going to take us all the way through the end of November. Year's almost over with, guys. And then we'll have our 3-week session like we did this past time. It'll be 2 weeks of deloading and then a week of testing, and then that'll take us into the holidays for Christmas. So the structure will be similar to like we've been doing over the last several cycles. We will have a strength portion as our part A of the workout. I have rotated the days that those various strength movements are on in case some people can only come on certain days. We want to make sure we hit those, let people make sure they're working in the different movement areas. We will have our typical WOD as part B, and we will continue with our practice competition days and mental toughness days. Saturday will still be our 2 strengths at 8 a.m., followed by a partner WOD at 9 a.m. And Thursdays will be the open gym strongman class. So kind of going through our weeks here. Monday's going to be back squat for this cycle. Tuesday will be bench press. Wednesday will be the Olympic lift snatch. Thursdays, again, open gym strongman. Fridays will be deadlift. And Saturdays will be the clean and jerk and press. So that's going to be our movements for the days of the week during those cycles. This week, Monday and Wednesday will be practice days. Tuesday will be competition. And Friday is going to be a mental toughness day. Try that out. The after class strength and conditioning portion, I'm going to go over a little bit of what's going to be what will be going on for the first part of this cycle. As usual, I'll make a video about midways through when we take a mini deload and we start to build back up again. And during that time frame, I usually modify the after class strength and conditioning portions. So on Mondays, we're going to start out with an overloaded deadlift. And that is a deadlift where we'll utilize the chains. The chains are in the open gym area. We don't have a lot of them, but that's okay because this is the after class portion. So we don't need as much, but you could pair up with somebody if there's a couple people over there, and there is a couple sets. And what that overload deadlift is doing is as you lift the deadlift, after you lift the bar off the ground with the weights, the chains will go up with the bar. More of the chain comes off the ground, and that creates the overload as you're lifting. So as you're lifting, it's actually getting heavier. And so there'll be a rep scheme for that. So we'll have a little bit of a strength portion in the after class on Mondays. We will also have some bodybuilding movement. We're going to do some bicep curls, and then a midline section. There's going to be 3 midline sections over the week. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they'll all have a midline piece in the after class. Monday and Friday will be static positions, and Wednesday will be dynamic. So Monday's going to, I believe, starts out with Tabata plank holds. And then we'll go on to Tuesday. Tuesday's after class portion will be, first movement will be working on the Olympic part of the lift, the jerk. One thing I noticed is that we didn't practice the jerk quite as much during this last cycle, so some people had issues with getting under the bar and just felt a little rusty with it. I'm going to put it in the after class strengthen portion because during our workouts it will just be the clean for a little while, but we will add the jerk back in on Saturdays as well. But this will give you an opportunity to work on the jerk movement while working on your cleans on Saturdays. We'll do skill work on Tuesday, and we'll actually do skill work on Wednesday. The skill works will be similar to what you saw before. It'll be an AMRAP, like an 8-minute AMRAP to work on the movements during a time frame, so it just gives you a rough goal to go by. But what we're going to do this time is I'm going to allow you to choose between 5 movements. You can either choose for your skill work the handstand push-ups, handstand walks. The second movement would be working on your pull-ups, whether that's strict, chest to bar, working to bar muscle-ups or ring muscle-ups. The third movement would be toes to bar, knees, and that includes knee raises and knees to elbows, so if you need to work on that gymnastic movement. And then we will also have rope climbs as another movement that you can work on as a skill movement, and then double unders. So between those 5, you can choose one on Tuesday and choose one on Friday. I would do one a couple weeks in a row, unless you're just really working on one small technique piece and you feel like you've accomplished that in that 1 week. It'll allow you to build as you go over the next couple weeks. There'll also be a little aerobic conditioning in the after class strength and conditioning portion on Tuesdays, where you'll either pick either a run, a row, or a bike and it's a timed piece. Wednesday we have our strength portion is going to be a tempo back squat, so that's going to be 3 seconds down, 0 seconds at the bottom, 3 seconds back up for sets and reps. And if you haven't done the tempo squat before, it's a great movement to help you work on positions throughout the squat. We will do some more bodybuilding movement with tricep presses on Wednesday, and then our dynamic midline movement, which will include sit-ups, weighted sit-ups, and GHDs. Thursday, again, open gym strongman. Friday, our strength portion will be the floor press. This is an overload version of the bench press, so your floor press. You haven't seen it before. Coach Sharon likes to do these. Some other people have as well. It's where you're laying on the floor and you're doing the bench press motion. Because it's a shortened range of motion, it allows you to add more weight than you would typically use with the bench press. But if you need any of the coaches, they'll help show you how to execute that movement. Again, Friday, like I said, it's the skill work. Choose from those 5 skill movements that you want to work on. And then Friday is also midline. Midline, we're going back to static. I do give 3 options where you can work on a Tabata, either arch, a Tabata hollow, or some Tabata L-sits. You pick. And that's the movements over the week. And so there'll be some small tweaks to the variations of the after class, but that'll be primarily what we'll do over the next couple weeks. And then the major movements will stay the same during this 12-week cycle. If you guys got any questions, please ask any of the coaches. We're here to help. And I think that's it. I'll post this video on Facebook and on our blog. If you got questions and you want to ask them there, that's fine. Ask them. We'll help answer them. And other than that, I think that's it. So I will see you guys at the box. And this is me wishing you both love, peace, and fitness. We'll see you later, guys.